We are recording, good. Okay, so I just want to get the glue sticks. Hopefully you can see this. Okay, so here's the project. Our goal is you want to do the ice cave. See that? If you have nothing. You guys probably have brainstormed great scenes for your diorama. A diorama box. Basically, it's older than filmmaking, but this is how we learned how to do stagecraft, seeing the platforms when they started filming. They started doing it in theater, yes, but they realized that the space was smaller when they started filming in the 1890s. The LaCroix brothers in Paris, who did these weird little funky silent movies. So they decided to box it, and they go, hey, dioramas. That's where they got the idea how to set up their stagecraft. So you start off with a box like this, a tissue box, and our goal is to have this finished product. This is one of my students' ice skate that was donated after he felt bad that somebody took mine. I don't know what happened. So first of all, we have a tissue box. Although I noticed the box, here's my tissue box. I put some tape, painter's tape around here just to reinforce it. And then I drew a line using a ruler about 1/2 inch so that I am going to start cutting this using two things. My X-Acto knife, which when you guys do it, you're going to check it. Here you guys go. Check out a bag of rulers. Even though I drew the line, I'm going to flip this upside down because I want to be precise. And you want to cut like when you were in biology class and you cut your frog. So take your time. I'm going really quick, which I'm sure it's a big no-no. Don't cut the corners, they will break. So, and hopefully we are filming. And I'm going to be really disappointed if we lose this portion of the video. So, whoops. Oh, this stuff is a little bit harder. Oh no, it went through nicely. I'm really happy about this. And then I'm going to do this other side as well. So I am slicing. I might use the scissors later on just to chop the corners because the corners has more cardboard than usual. If you're using a bigger box, something that was like left from Amazon, from a delivery, okay, that will work too. If you're using a shoe box, my cool thing I like about shoe box, don't cut out the bottom. The bottom is an additional forward platform for your diorama box. But if you want to close it in and make it into like a real diorama, I'm okay. But remember, we're going to use the diorama to film our video. So pretty loose here, not that loose here. And I'm going to check on the camera because sometimes I hate, when I used to do COVID videos, there were times I was doing the whole lesson and it broke. So when something breaks, don't think, oh my God, it's ruined. No, we can still fix it. So give me a second, guys. I just want to make sure the camera is still recording. Yes, it is. Great. 3 minutes gone to waste. I thought I was going to work faster, but no. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my little corners here, but I'm not really happy. I'm going to grab some tape, and don't worry, we're going to color this cover it with a black acrylic paint. There we go. So now it's just, here I'm just going to get those little corners. Okay, because our goal is to do what we did here. See that? The lid? We want to do that. And then I put tape here, notice, to reinforce the box. So this is stage 1 here. I want to move on beyond stage 1. We're still on stage 1, but okay, nice. So it is working here. But yeah, you're going to have to be use the scissors for the corners. That's what I'm doing now. I use the X-Acto knife to cut the line, but now I'm using this so I can use the lid cover again for my diorama. Some people even take their dioramas. Okay, so if it's a little bit off, if it breaks, don't worry. We grab a little bit of more painter's tape and we will fix this. This is what I'm doing right now. I'm going to adjust the camera because I just realized I have you guys crooked. Notice I put a little tape here. It's good, almost better than you, because we want to keep the box shape even though we just cut it from there. So put that in there. I might have to use a little bit more because it's kind of loosening it up here. Cut the tape if you need to, like I am. And I'm going to put just in the insides. There we go. This will hold this little guy together. There we go. Okay. Might need a little bit more here. Then I'm going to check the inside of my box. And I kind of cheated ahead from you guys. I already, since I did my blueprint just like you guys did, yes, I actually did a blueprint, a quick one, on scratch paper. I realized where my light source is, so I drilled the hole down here when I started doing the back curtain. The back wall is called the curtain because it's close. And this way you might want to add your lights when you make something. If you look at the old Frankenstein movie, you can see the wrinkles. The James Well one from the 1930s from Universal. His budget was so low that whoever set up his stagecraft for with the shooting of the movie when they're chasing the monster up the mountains, you can see the wrinkle on the back curtain. So you can definitely see that in filmmaking all the time. So here we go. So I just want to strengthen the box, so I don't want it to loosen up. So I'm putting it down here on this. Better safe than sorry. I might just do it all the way across because I notice there's all these fuzzy little things and I don't want that. It looks really, I don't know. So yeah, there's a lot of straighten this out, flatten this out. You know, this might just work later on for me, and right here too. But if you think the cardboard's going to become loose, just tape it together. Also, we're going to give it a very dry acrylic wash. In other words, we're going to mix acrylic paint but use very little water because we want the plastic to harden the box, but at the same time, we don't want the cardboard to bend. Most diorama artists who work with boxes use they use wooden boxes. They still do cardboard a lot. You know, it's a great way to learn too. So let me harden the corners here. I'm going to do this here. So this is the corner. I'm going to slice this little guy here. There we go. Here we go. Now, the reason why in silent movies, they were trying to control the space, the art element of space, and also maybe control the atmosphere. If you look at Charlie Chaplin's The Klondike, okay, 49, he shot a lot of it in his studio. Yes, they went up north in Washington and Canada to make it look, because Alaska was really cold in those days, so to get the snow. But the other scenes were shot in the studio where he can control the light, the snow, and everything. So I'm right now phase one. But there's a little issue here. I got to do the icicles. Not yet. I'll cut this last, believe it or not. So let's do the back curtain wall. I already grabbed my back curtain wall, if you can see that. I already colored it. Okay, so I already cut the corners too. I used the scissors, and I'm going to put this guy back here. So I'm going to grab my pencil or ink. So I'm going to do wall 1, actually that's 3, 2, and 1. I drew my walls first. Can you guys see those lines? Except on the other side, when you don't see the lines, that's where I put the color. I don't want to see my outline. The reason is, see this? I already cut out. This is where I drew my lines. That's the back side. Here's where I colored with a little bit of purple and blue, and there's my eyes explored, but you don't see the eyes. You don't see the drawing lines. See that? That's the stuff you're going to see in the forward, but in the back, it's all the grungy stuff. Only the pencil lines, no color. So this is so it's going to go 1, 2, and 3. Also, when you're slicing with an X-Acto knife, if you're doing curtains like this, don't do the whole thing at once. You want to chop into little pieces. They're easier to pull them out. If you do one chunk at a time, it's going to get ruined. You don't want to learn that. That's something we learned in elementary school the hard way, if you ever had to do something like this. So it's like cutting little pieces. Notice how they snap out. Really easy. Okay, so they snap out. So, and also, before you color first, when it's a whole sheet of paper, it's okay. Don't worry about it. So it's snapping out. I'm doing one at a time. See what's going on, guys? So you snap it out. Ooh, that's it. Later on, you can come in with the scissors or the X-Acto knife and get the details. which I'm gonna have to do. Snap it out. It's like you're picking a nose hair, or sorry, I mean to be gross, or you know. There we go. Okay, you can see it in my old video too. Although in my old video, I don't know, just everything came out easier because, so I'm gonna come back with my X-Acto knife if I can find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, and I'm gonna get, I didn't get the pointy ends too well. So using the X-Acto knife, I'm chopping up. Also, when I do the ice cave, I make sure curtain number, this guy, I might have to chop this a little bit further back because I don't have that much room. I have to glue these walls. Ooh, I'm not going through a straight line. That's going to be kind of a challenge. Probably not. Okay, so. Ooh, this does not pop out. There we go. So I'm thinking maybe, I forgot how I did the old one. I did. Okay, so then I'm folding them right now. I just want to have them pre-ready so that, ooh, don't like this. Maybe I should cut this a bit. If a corner falls, don't worry. We'll make it work. It could still work much better without it. We really don't need those corners, but sometimes it's good. So I have one wall already ready to pop. So I'm gonna do this one that goes in the middle. The Explorer goes in the front. I am gonna use the cardboard cover too. I'm gonna make it look like icicles. So it goes, this one has to be cut. So it's gonna go 1 with the Explorer, 2, the smaller hole to make the cave look deeper than it actually is. And the curtain, which has no holes except I have yellow, purple, a lot of purple, and a few blue lines to make it look like really dark, dirty ice. So I have to chop some of this up because I really don't have much space inside the box. One of you guys have a really small depth in your tissue box, diorama box. So my curtain, I'm looking where I did my hole for my light. That's gonna be the bottom back here. I don't cut a hole, I leave a little trap there. So I am gonna do, I'm gonna measure this. So that's 1, that's actually 3, 2, and 1. Okay. So I do lines. I drew 3 lines here. Let me know where to locate these guys. Some people, if you want to divide whatever space you have into 3 sections, but just, again, make sure you leave enough room to stick your light. Traditionally, if I make it on a corner on the side, I will put the light here. Here. Never cut a whole light on the back because it pushes the light on your paper screens. These are screens now. Okay, the back curtain, the 2 screens in front of it because they're broken, and it ruins the illusion of the foreshortening space, physical space you're doing. So in a way, we are working with sculpture too. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my glue sticks and I'm going to put the back curtain there. So I'm going to grab my glue stick. There ain't much left, so I'm going to scoop it out. Okay, I've got to bring more glue sticks for you guys when we do this project. Whoops. So very gentle. I like to waste I like to use every drop. Okay, so I'm going to put a little glue here. A little glue here on the back side. If you watched the video I did during COVID, that was the first one I did. Not the gnomes. The gnomes is really kind of a cop-out. You know, some of you guys, I can get it why. But you guys are clever and are skilled enough to do this. So I'm going to stick my curtain down here. Okay, also make sure you know I made a little mistake here. I just realized I left the number 3 here. So I'm going to get rid of it. Give me some purple. I'm going to hide it. This is a dirty corner. I don't know. Maybe the jetty, you know, the snowmen of the Himalayas came in there and, you know, made a mess. So I'm going to put this in here now. all the way back. There's a little issue. My box is getting smaller. So I'm going to have to probably shrink this down in size right now. Also, I forget a lot of details when I do an old project. Okay. So I'm going to put this guy in here. Yeah, I'm having a little difficult time. It works better with Elmer's glue. I don't know. So I'm going to put this in here, fold it into a tray. Should get rid of these guys. They're really irritating me. The little diamonds in the corners, I don't like them. They're just they're being a nuisance. So off they go. So let's just get rid of her. Now I can, yes. Now it will go in nicer. I will readjust it. There we go. Now I'm having a little issue. It's getting wrinkles. So what I'm going to do is very gently put it in there. I'm going to stick my pencil through the hole, straighten it out. There we go. So my back curtain is already in there. See that, guys? Okay, so now that my back curtain's in there, I am going to put the smaller hole. And I'm going to flip it the other way around. I'm going to get rid of the corners. They're really irritating me. These little corners here. I thought I was going to leave them and use them, but now out they go. If it bothers you, cut it out. You know, get rid of it. If it's not going to make it look bad, take it out. If it's more than likely, it's going to be more of a nuisance. So right now, I got the back curtain. It's a little bit wrinkly, but it will work. And the glue's there. So we have the. So now I'm just chopping these corners here. Yeah, I am rushing through it because I really want to get home to check on my mom, see how she's doing. So let's do that. Okay. So I'm folding this in. Use your nail to make a nice crease. I'm going to move this. I'm going to bend this in so I can fold it much easier. It's kind of giving me a nuisance. Oops. Stick this guy in there. It's easier for me to do it this way. It might be for you too as well. Okay, so I'm putting the curtain that goes in the middle. The Ice Explorer is not in there. There we go. Oh, I didn't use glue. But you know what? I think it's going to work without the glue. So, whoops. Let me put my finger in here and straighten this out. Okay, so it is kind of working, and I didn't even glue it. Okay, sometimes the gods smile on you, so, although, not really. The glue does help. Let me push this guy a little bit farther back. Okay, it's working. Now, for this guy, he's the star of the show, or she's the star of the show. This guy, let's get rid of the corners. We already realized they're useless. All they do is just... And you know what, guys? I think when I cut this, I think I made them smaller. If you watch my video, the first one, that one came out perfect. So I think it's like when you do something for the first time, it's sand. It just works. And then when you try to repeat it, you know, you're like, it's not coming out, but something's wrong. Now you could do it with science. Science you have to repeat. In the arts, sometimes when the muses are smiling on you, it comes out perfect the first time. It's not worth repeating it again because you know it's not going to come out pretty again. All right. So there we go. And I'll be honest with you, I'm trying to rush it. I'm trying to make it quicker than last time. Last time it was on a Sunday. I didn't care if it was going to go over 2 hours. It came out to 56 So again, if you can see this, you can see the pencil dries, but on the back side, I got just purple and blue. I mixed the color. I used the colored pencil for the blue. I did use crayon for the purple. And since it's a nice cave, I'm kind of debating of putting this forward. The paper, see that? So now I'm going to put it in here. But I'm going to use glue because I want this guy to stay there still. So I'm going to pick the glue out. It's kind of sticky, but it will work. I definitely want to get two places first. The top and the bottom. This is what's going to hold the whole show, the visual together. So now, there we go. Ooh, I don't like stickiness. I don't. Or greasy stuff, I just don't. Kind of creeps me out. Olive oil, I don't mind it on my salad or when I cook, but I don't like it. I don't like the feel of gooey stuff. It's gross. But anyways, let me put more glue here. Let me get this guy too here on the sides. See that? So I'm getting these portions. This is where I'm putting the glue. Should have done it to the middle wall, but oh well, can't get it all. I already put it in. I don't want to drag it out and try again with the glue. So I got the glue. Oh, little piece is stuck. Be careful. See what I mean? Stickiness. Now it's sticking to my finger. Dude, that's a weird ring. Why am I getting a ring in my ear? Anyways, oh, dude. So my Explorer, we're still hold that. Okay, I'm gonna put so now, ooh. So my Explorer, I changed my mind. I'm gonna have to change my light source again because I just realized where it is. I don't like it. So my Explorer doesn't like it, so I'm gonna move it right now. I'm doing this really quick. So I'm gluing it to the corners now. I'm way too close to the middle wall. That's not good. So I'm gonna push this guy right here to the edge. Don't want this guy so deep. Gotta move these guys before the glue dries up quick. Okay, bring it up here. I'm thinking of maybe using the stapler. Oh, dude, don't glue there. Don't. Come over here. So I'm trying to bring it. Oh, I wish I had a film set. So I need more glue just to make sure this guy doesn't fall down a bit more. Let me put it down here. Take the excess glue and I'm gonna grab this guy. So I want to bring him a little bit more forward, and he's falling into the, it's touching the middle wall, and I don't want him touching the middle wall. I don't want him that deep. Oh, dude, come on. Stick here. Okay. Maybe I should use my pencil just to, there we go. Push that guy down there more. Okay, so right now it's not pretty, but I'm gonna grab some more glue from the corner here. Put this on the paper, smear it. Ugh, I don't know how ladies do lipstick. Never understood that. Anyways, a little glue here. So, push. Oh, I see what's going on. This icicle is falling. So, if you guys can see that. Whoops, almost knocked down the table. There you guys see that? I'm gonna have to move my light source. So now that I've done this, and here, the problem is the middle wall is coming down, it's coming up, and I don't want that. Okay, so I'm pushing it down a little bit more. I need that to create the illusion of depth. Dude, just go down there. Don't come up. So the middle wall. So there. Let's push that guy. This guy just doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. Well, I'm rushing through this too, which is not cool. There we go. So, here's my ice cave. Although, I'm not really done with this guy. Remember this guy? So now, I am going to cut a bigger hole. So I'm drawing it back here, just like I did the other walls. So I did my zigzag icicles. So I'm not going to see this. I'm going to have to paint this later white and blue, or bluish white with a little bit of blue in there. I'm going to move this. Just want to make sure I have enough tape. I don't want this. See, the box is getting weak here, so I am going to do this right now in this corner. Do you need? Because I noticed the corner was waiting to start becoming weak. So flip this down here, flip this down here. Okay, get this. So let's go down here. So I'm slicing with the X-Acto knife. Cardboard's a little bit tougher. You can also use scissors if you want. You gotta be careful, you don't want to cut yourself too. So I'm gonna grab my scissors right now. And I'm gonna start pulling some of this crap off. This is our frame, believe it or not. Oh, dude. This is my garbage pile over here. So now, I'm gonna pull this out. That's one. I'm gonna need an X-Acto knife for this, because this guy just doesn't want to come out. Pull this out. There's one. Whoops. Okay, that will work. See if I can pull this guy out. Sweet. It's coming out. I like jagged corners. Gives a bit of a feeling of danger. So if you don't, it makes it feel unsafe. Okay. So let's pop this out. See that, guys? It's getting jagged right now. Jesus, I just got a text from my mom. doesn't know how to text. She has her friends text me to text her. So now that I have this, put this here, and that's it. We're done. We just have to test out the light, give it a little wash, white on the front, and yeah. And this is this 3 walls, the finished product. There you guys go. That's how we do the diorama, and that's it, guys. I'm gonna kill the video. I'm gonna put this away so our cleaning guy can have his garbage can back. Upload this on YouTube. That's it. Let me clean this up. Oh my God. That can go there. That smells gross. Okay. I hate the smell of public school milk. Anyways, that's it, guys. See you tomorrow.